We are live. It is 3:04 p.m. Central Standard Time in the United States, 9:04 BST in the UK. It's the Nomad Tech Project. Nomad Tech Project with Sam and Joe. Already screwed it up.
Hey,
God.
you've never done that. You've
I
never
know.
screwed that up before.
I usually screw up. I usually screw up the time. That's the
Yeah.
first time I screwed up the intro. I don't. It's a work in progress around this place, bud.
It's one of them things, mate.
I know. How
It's
you doing,
fine.
man?
It's good. Do you know what? You've got a new mic, and it's just put you off.
Well, it's an old mic. It's so this.
Oh yeah,
this
it's not new. Yeah, that's true.
This is the mic that I got from Clifton Thomas, from the benefit of the doubt. He actually gave me an XLR mic, and I bought a Focusrite, and I have all this stuff, and a stand, and all this kind of crazy stuff. And I could never get it to work right. I still don't think it sounds better than the Yeti, but the problem was I always had it was really quiet or it clipped a lot. So hopefully during the show it doesn't sound like garbage. If it does, then I'll have to keep messing with it. Probably would help if I actually learned how to use this goddamn thing. Probably would help if I learned how to actually use the hardware.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah,
Maybe.
that might help.
Maybe.
But I mean, it sounds good now. Sounding
Good.
good.
All right. Well, how you been, man?
Yeah, good. I went to the zoo today.
Are you
tested
do
out.
you like live at the zoo? You're there quite a
Yeah,
bit.
I'm a chimpanzee, so I do live at the zoo.
Or a bear. That's what they tell you. Like,
Yeah, they've got bears now, actually.
right?
Oh no, I know the term bear. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
Yeah.
No,
okay,
I'm
just
not a bear. My brother taught me what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Barry Johnson, the engineer's in the chat. Hey, Barry, what's up? Nothing much, man. We're just talking about Joe, and he says he's going to the zoo, which means he's
Yeah,
there.
we've got an annual pass, so yeah, make the money's worth.
So,
Go as much as we can.
oh, so the zoo there costs money to go to?
Yes, mate. Yeah,
In St. Louis, it's free.
yeah. Was it government funded or something though?
It's funded by the taxpayers, yeah, in the city.
Yeah, yeah.
St. Louis is, I think it's one of the few, or if the only zoo in the United States that's free to go to.
So
Actually,
this zoo is actually a charity.
yeah, most of the stuff in St. Louis is like the Science Center, the zoo, the art museum. They're all free to go to.
Hmm.
Yep. Now you
That's
can
pretty
buy
good, mate.
you can buy stuff like, and of course because it's free, the concessions are a little higher. But you don't. I mean, me and my daughter go in the art museum a bunch of times. I used to work there way back in the day when I did a security gig when I was a
Oh yeah.
yeah, it is cool. But you can go for free, and same with the zoo. You can go as much as you want, and the food's expensive, but
Is it always packed out though? I bet if it's free.
yeah, a lot of times because since it's free, especially during the school year, there's always
Yeah.
field trips and stuff. It's
Yeah.
not too bad. But if you go like on a Saturday or a Sunday, it's pretty busy, but it's cool. It's actually, I don't know where it's ranked, but I think it's one of the top 10 zoos in the United States as far as like,
Oh, that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it's a really
And
good
it's free.
deal. I mean, and it's free. That's what a lot of people like. But I mean, the zoo does a good job. I do like. I haven't been there in a couple of years, but it's a lot of fun. You should,
So the zoo I go to is actually a charity as well, and it's also the same company that does London Zoo, ZSL.
Okay.
So they do Whipsnade Zoo is the one I go to,
okay.
which is near where I live. But there's also London Zoo's the same company.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Speaking of St. Louis, the Cardinals and the Cubs were in London last 2 days
Oh, I think we were talking about them winning today.
playing baseball. Well, yeah. See, they played Saturday and they got their ass kicked. It was 9-1. It was not a very good outing. And then
Oh.
they won today 7-5. So there was a split. It's a 2-game series. So they did a really good job on the field. It looks awesome. Like for a football pitch, them to set up the baseball and have it the way it was. It was cool. Although there were a lot of American baseball fans there. Like Cardinal fans and Cubs fans flew to London just to watch that. I was thinking
yeah.
it would be way more English people from the UK there, and you couldn't really tell. And here's the thing. They had a lot of people with shirts, jerseys and shirts and stuff, wearing stuff for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
teams. And I'm wondering if they sold those at the game, and so people who were
Oh, yeah, they would have.
who are British people would go and buy a T-shirt or a hat or whatever. Although I don't see a lot of baseball hat wearing in the UK because why would you? It's baseball hats, right? They don't wear a lot of build caps. I don't see a lot of people wearing those.
You do well. It's been a trend before, but it's not on trend so much now. But yeah, it was on trend. I remember at one point I had I'd have a cap like that, but I'd still gel my fringe underneath.
Dan's in
That
the
was
chat.
bad.
And you know what? Fuck this guy. You see, he's working. The thing was, he's contributing for Windows Central.
I know, man.
I was like, what the hell?
See,
that was a pretty huge deal. And
see, last week I mentioned it, but I didn't mention what it was.
right, and he didn't have a chance to, so I saw the posting. I was like, dude, that's one of my favorite.
I know,
man,
it's massive.
oh yeah, it's great. Obviously,
More than deserved.
Big fans of Dan Rubino and Jet, and all those folks over there. It's cool. Like I said, I listen to their podcast on Friday. I read their articles. It's really good. I'm excited as hell, man. Having Dan on there is fantastic. He's a proper chap. We love Dan. And
Dan the man.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see what he writes, and I'm huge fan, and should check it out. If you're not a big fan of Windows Central, if you haven't checked it out before, you should now, because Dan's contributing, and quit being a dick and go support him.
Yeah, go and check it out.
He's a proper bloke.
He is a proper bloke.
Okay.
And he knows how to have his tea properly.
Oh yeah, is there a proper way to take your tea? What is it?
Not too much milk, that's for sure. Some people milk that bad boy too much.
Well, my question is I would think that people in the UK would just drink it straight up. Maybe a little sugar, but very little. I didn't know they would put a lot of milk.
A little splash of tea, a little splash of milk's good.
Okay. Scoop.
Scoops
in chat.
Gentlemen, I've never been called that.
I don't know. I don't know what show he decided he dropped in on, because clearly we don't qualify as gentlemen.
I appreciate it.
Scoops in the chat. So check his Instagram out, folks. If you haven't seen his Instagram, check that out. His all the pictures he takes for the wrestling, dude, it's awesome. He takes some of the greatest sports entertainment pics that I think I've seen from they're pretty good. You should check it out.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Scoop's got an Instagram. You should check that out.
He captures the moment so well.
Okay, so is this the Yorkshire tea? Is this the one that guy from Canada?
That's what I like. That's what I drink, Yorkshire tea. Yeah.
Okay, so
hold on, Jimmy. Jimmy, what do you drink? Let us know.
Milk with tea, for fuck's sakes. What next? Baked beans on pizza?
No, but beans on toast is good.
Yeah, beans on toast is good. Like baked beans on toast?
Baked beans on toast, yeah. I have cheese on it as well, black pepper. Obviously, you got to have black pepper.
I don't understand English.
You're Italian, man.
Right, yeah, that's not a thing.
Black pepper?
We have black pepper.
That's an old Hale and Pace sketch.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. There's one where two people were having sex, and he comes along and he goes, black pepper.
On the top, mate. Yeah, right. So yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I thought people in the UK would be not really a milk and sugar kind of group. They would just drink it straight up. That's weird.
No, yeah, everyone has milk, really. It's quite common to have milk.
Some people do have beans on pizza.
Yeah, no doubt.
What level of fuckery is that? Baked beans on pizza? No, sorry.
I'll tell you what, there's a pasty I like, actually, from Greg's that has a bean cheese, and I think it has sausage in there as well. That's quite nice.
But on a pizza?
It can be done. Why not?
Sure, you can put putting green from a golf course on pizza too, but I wouldn't do it. That's disgusting.
That's true. Yeah.
You could do it if you want to, but I mean, I'm still on the fence. I've had pineapple on pizza, and I don't think it's a thing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I don't care for it, but I know a lot of people do. And that's
one thing you have to have, for me, you have to have jalapeno.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, habanero. I want to go. Matter of fact, if you can get serrano or even ghost pepper, I'll put that on a pizza too. The hotter the better. Here's the thing: if it doesn't feel like you're biting your tongue, it's not hot enough.
Yeah, okay.
I like it hot. I am Italian, and we do have great food. Although in Italy, it's real regional, right? Depending on where you are. I'd like to go. We watched. My wife and I watched a show on. What is it? A&E? I think it's A&E. It's Stanley Tucci's Discovering Italy. Oh, it's fantastic. I don't know if you guys get that over there. You should try it out. But yeah, it's a really good. She goes to every region, like Tuscany, and dude, it's awesome, and the food's great. I'm into all the food. Becky, when it gets into more like the more like kind of like off the beaten path dishes where they're using like
more authentic.
Yeah, some of the things she's not down with, but yeah, so anyways, yeah, it was cool. It was like good seeing baseball in London. I don't know how popular it is in the UK. I don't know if baseball.
It's not really, although, do you know what's funny? Right, when I was at secondary school, I played more softball than I did cricket, and that's our national sport. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but softball, yeah, okay, you got it's pretty close. It's basically baseball with a couple of you got two
With a bigger
outfielders,
ball.
bigger ball, two outfielders, so you have a right center and a left center. And it's okay. Yeah, basketball's not bad, or softball's okay.
It's weird
just
though,
don't-
right? In the UK, that was in the UK.
Yeah, I just think that I would think that American football would be more popular in the UK than baseball.
That is very popular. I
But
think.
it's interesting because cricket and baseball are fairly similar in a couple of ways. I mean, sort of. I mean, kind of like I guess distant cousins. Really. But I try to watch cricket. Somebody's got to tell me what the fuck is going on because I try to watch it and I couldn't figure it out. Like the overs and stuff. Like I couldn't figure out what's exactly happening. If somebody was explaining to me what was going on, I could follow it. But I was trying to watch it. It was a Pakistan and India match. And I was
That's
like,
a good match to watch, to be fair.
yeah, but I had no idea what was going on. Like I don't know the rules, so I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Like the overs and I don't know. I don't know anything about it. So and I try to look up.
So let's just stick to learning football first, and then
Right.
we'll go in cricket after.
Well, I already know football. Which football? Are we talking about American football or
No.
the proper
Come on, when I say football, you know what I
proper
mean.
football? Yeah,
Proper football,
well,
yeah.
yeah. It's I don't already know all about that.
Do you?
Yeah, well, I watched.
You've watched?
We got a team in St. Louis, MLS.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So,
So you're
yeah.
a big fan. You've gone to all the games.
I've gone to 0 games. Well, first
You're
of
planning
all,
though. You're planning on going to one, aren't you?
well, I will tell you right now, in St. Louis, the tickets are hard to come by because it's the first
Yeah.
year. So there, people are selling. I mean, they're selling out, and it's not exactly the biggest facility, right? I don't know what it seats.
What's the capacity?
I'm gonna find out because I don't know. I'd say 30.
25,000, 30,000. Okay.
I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna look.
It's a
At
respectable amount, though, isn't it?
I think so. It's actually a very nice facility. I think they do a good job. Let me see. I don't know. This might not be. Oh, stadium.
Just
Okay, stadium.
going back to when I went to Zoo today, the Pixel 7 Pro 10x zoom is actually very, very good. Very, very good.
I saw the pictures you took at the zoo. They were really pretty good.
Yeah, I must say, like in good light. Obviously, it was good light. Very sunny today. Yeah, the 10x impressed me.
That's the outside.
Sure, that's a cool looking stadium. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's inside. So yeah, and
Sure,
there's
it
the-
looks like they've tried to replicate an old school British stadium.
Well, yeah, I think they want. But like I said, I like this because this is so. In this picture right here, this is Market Street. This goes right down the center, and it goes right down. Probably the only thing that most British people would probably recognize is this monument right here. This is the Gateway Arch. So this is like the gateway to the west of westward expansion of the United States. So anybody in the United States would probably know this right here. So it's kind of cool. It's neat. It's a pretty neat.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice. I like it. And then
So what's
they
the
got a whole-
capacity?
It doesn't say. I might have to go to. Let's go back to. Hold on. Let me go here. Let me go to Wikipedia. Let me see. I don't know. I want to say 25,000, but
Yeah.
22,500. 22,500.
Oh, yeah,
22,500.
it's quite small then, but
That's small.
it's nice though.
Yeah. Yeah, St. Louis City FC. They're pretty good. They're doing a pretty good job. And it's so getting tickets are not easy, man. It's pretty hard to get. And at work, they had a giveaway and they won. They beat San Jose 2-1. So there you go. So they're still doing okay. And
Nice.
yeah, so but yeah, they had a thing at work they were giving away. They had like 75 seats and they had like a lottery thing, and I signed up and I didn't get it. So then I was like, okay, well I made plans. Well, then they sent me a message. Hey, it was like on Friday afternoon. It was a Saturday match. It's like, hey, we got the tickets. You want them? I'm like, man, I already made plans. I don't got time. They were like
Yeah,
90
nice bit of
bucks
notice there.
$90 a piece. Yeah. So
You know, you just talking about one.
what?
You know, you just spoke about one that you won.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really enjoyed what we did before this episode started.
Right. Well,
Oh,
if anybody on this stream has listening to Juan's stream on Monday, he pretty much roasted us for not getting this thing out because we had
To be
told
fair,
he
been a
asked
long
me
time.
about it. Oh, he asked me about 2 months ago. He said, "Hey, can you guys get a little like commercial? I'll put it on my stream." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And then of course we're busy and we have proper stuff going on. And then finally I was like, then I finally was off Monday because it was Juneteenth, so I was able to listen to the stream where I'm not at work. Mondays
Nice.
suck for me just because I got to get back in and all the shit for the weekend. So, and I have a bunch of meetings and stuff I have to go to, which is ridiculous. But that's another. Oh, Sean's in the chat, my man, Sean P. What's up,
I
man?
like how you rhymed there. Nice rhyme.
Yeah.
So, what up, though?
What up, Doe? Yeah. So, anyway, so I was listening, and he just like the first half of the show, I was in the chat, and he just, he roasted us. Like, it'd be nice if they could get us a pot.
We deserve it.
To push their show. We could probably get them a free spot. You'd think they would jump on. I mean, he was giving us the first 10 minutes. He was on our case. So,
yeah, we deserve it.
Fair. Oh yeah. Oh, it wasn't like out of line. It was totally fair and totally yeah.
More than fair.
So before the show, we actually recorded it, and of course, it's not scripted. Why would it be?
We made it authentic Nomad tech project, big time.
Well, the thing is, we recorded it, and like the first 4 or 5, we had to clapper, like take 2, take 6. Yeah, we finally got it right. I'm
Did
listening.
Let one be the judge.
I was gonna say he's probably not gonna post it because it's terrible, but it is our show, so nothing much. We're just we're actually not talking any kind of tech right now. We're just kind of bullshitting about what we normally do. So. Anyway,
we put a bit of tech in there. I mentioned the 7 Pro's 10x zoom. That was pretty good.
Yeah, and then look what I picked. Look what I picked up last week.
The 4XL, baby. I love it.
I love this phone. First of all, I love the orange. And
yeah,
can we please get back to colored power buttons?
And the frosted back as well is nice.
And the frosted back and the Soli radar. Oh, so good. It's criminal, dude. It's so nice. I can just look at it and it just opens up. And then I can authenticate all my banking apps, dude. I really wish they would have kept going with it.
See, in the US it does, but in the UK it didn't, or at least for my banking app it didn't. It was annoying.
Well, I know at first, I think when it first launched, I think it didn't work for a lot of them. And I think I had Bank of America, and I know when I had the 4XL the first time around, it didn't work for like the first 3 months where I had to use a password to get in it, which was kind of a pain in the ass.
Because I got it before I had the Pixel 6 Pro. I had the 4XL for a little while.
And I know it's got the big old forehead. I realize that. It's got the
Doesn't
big
bother
forehead.
me.
But you know what? Honestly, I don't even notice it after a while. I really honestly don't. And it's I got it for like £100. So it was pretty it was pretty nice. But
not bad.
Dude, I love it.
It's a nice device. It's a really nice device. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you're right. And the radio doesn't work in a lot of markets. And I realize it. So it's very regional and very specific. And I said, your results may vary. I get that. But I had a good experience with the 4XL. Although it's funny, though, that when I looked up to get I could have got a Pixel 6 for like $230. So I was like, yeah, I'm like, man, I don't know. Do I really want to? But honestly, I got it for 2 reasons. One, I got it because I like the color. I like the frosted back. And I love the Soli radar. And I really missed...
You're going to keep that? You're not going to sell that?
No, I'm keeping this one. Because why would I sell it? I am going to flash, I think the last OTA, I think it was February of 23 was the last OTA. It's on Android 13 now, but it's like an October 22 security patch. And here's the thing. I know everybody bitches about security patches, and I get that. For me, though, I don't sideload a lot of stuff. And if I do, it's always pretty legitimate, APK mirror or whatever. And I don't do that very often. Honestly... I know that's the big knock against Moto devices, and we'll talk about the Razr 4, the new Razr, because I think that's bad.
I really like the look of it.
I think it's cool. And anyway, but Moto's big shtick is like, when I had that, the Moto Edge Plus 2022, it was on a February security patch. It was like June when I finally sold the device. And I can understand where people get upset about that, but it's like,
It is poor, though. It is poor.
Oh, it's terrible. But I mean, here's the thing: if you're buying the Razr, you're gonna be in that boat, right? You're gonna be in that Motorola.
Sadly,
boat. That's the only thing I have. But honestly, for me, I'm willing with the refresh rates and the Moto gestures. And dude, Moto gestures. Why is it that phone companies have not tried to manage, got the double chop right and the twist? Maybe they're patented. I don't know.
I think it must be. Surely.
But man, like the alert slider on the OnePlus phone, it's so good. I mean, why can't they come up with something like that on the hardware? I mean, it's just like,
no one has bothered with that, have they? They really should.
Yeah. And so I know that so I think the Razr is great if you want a flippy dippy. Like I said, I still have flippy dippy.
Flippy dippy.
I love flippy dippy. I am waiting. I am looking to see what the Flip 5 and the Fold 5 look like. And obviously we've got the Pixel 8 coming out. I guess they're doing an 8 Pro. So much for that 7A rumor bullshit where they weren't going to make. They was going to have one phone and then have the 8A, right? I guess they're not doing that for. What do you think?
No, they're going to have the full range. I like that the Pixel 8 is going to be a bit smaller.
Like 6'1", like 6'1"?
I think it's going to be a little bit smaller, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to rumors, honestly. So.
No. Do you see about the USB thing, though? Actually having USB out?
Well, that's what and Juan made a comment that they had promised that before.
Yeah, because there's code in Android 13 about it as well, but maybe they just weren't ready, so Pixel, like the Pixel Fold, they delayed it.
Yep, and I know for a fact, and this is not exactly why I bought it, but I know what I did buy it. I know that the 4XL is Dan's favorite Pixel of all time. I love the 4XL.
Loads of people told me to get it before the Pixel 6 Pro come out. There's like, you've got to try a proper Pixel flagship, because I had the Pixel 5, didn't I? And I loved it.
Yeah.
Loads of people said, you got to get a 4XL. And do you know what? It feels premium when it's in the hand, doesn't it?
Yeah, and this is true. You know, I mean, again, like I said, I mean, obviously we always want the unicorn device. I totally understand that. I get it.
Yep.
I'm just saying though. Yeah, and you're right, Peter. You're right. I get it. Perfect point. As always on point. This man.
Yes.
Always on point, and I'm glad he's a fan of the show. So I really appreciate his input and everything like that. So, oh yeah, if they have a proper, well, I don't know, but would they talk about just a video out, or are they talking about a proper desktop mode?
See, I think it's just going to be video out. That's the thing.
I don't think they're going desktop mode just because of the Chromebooks. I think that's going to be. But
it's what people want. It's what people want,
but let me ask you a question. You've had ability for DeX, right? You've seen DeX. Mm-hmm. You got Ready For, right? You've got those kinds of things, right? Mm-hmm. Are people really using that?
Not so much.
I don't think so much.
I think people in business might, if say they want to give a presentation, they might just have it on their phone.
Yeah, but I mean,
bang it on a bigger screen.
But I mean, look at what my situation. But my business phone is an iPhone.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's not an Android device.
Do you know what a lot of business phones are? And it's old iPhones as well, never a new one.
I left them in the car, but I think I have a 13. And my partner...
That's quite good.
Well, I asked for the Pro Max, and I was even willing to take a 12 Pro Max because I use that to do all my calls, like all my Teams calls and stuff. I use the phone. I don't use my computer because, especially when I work at home, my internet gets a little spotty. So if I'm connected to my phone, it's on LTE. It's a lot more stable. So a lot of times on meetings, I will audio connect to my phone and use that, and then just add a device and use my computer.
Imagine Teams is good on Duo.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. I've never used it because, again, I can't use it for... I only use Teams for work. So, Easy's in the chat. Eric, Easy Computer Solutions. We need... And Eric, I'm putting it out there. I've asked you before. I know you're extremely busy, but you need to come on the tech project.
Yeah, need to get him here and preach.
Get on here and preach that stuff. And then you want to talk
about... You guys will just talk about LG, and I'll be on my own.
Well, we're okay. Yeah, so I know he's... But I've asked Eric before. I know he's super busy. He's got a lot of stuff going on. So I realize that. Yeah. We would love to have Eric on the Nomad Tech Project at some point in the future. Yep, always on point. He's a triangle. We're going to call him a triangle.
He's a spiky triangle.
And he says he's game. All right, we'll DM you. We'll slide into your DMs and send you a chat, and you need to come on. Yeah, we'll give you a holler, and you just let us know. But we appreciate you stopping by, as everyone. And like I said, Sean's in the chat, and Barry and all our favorite folks. So let's see. Yeah.
Teacher.
Oh, yeah. Once they enable display out, go to developer options, enable force desktop mode.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
I would say DeX, but like I said, I mean, seriously, I understand. Here's the thing. I'm always about having features available and people just don't use them. Totally okay. But I mean, I don't know anybody who really honestly uses DeX and Ready For. I mean, I had
many people.
I had Continuum on my Windows phones, and that was great. Like I had I bought the Elite.
I'll tell you who does use Ready For. Ted Salmon, who we had last week. Yeah, he uses Ready For.
Yep, he's ready for it. And he also is on a mobile connection, which is great. And folks, now I don't know if everybody in the chat noticed or not, but we put both shows up. We had Ted's audio only podcast, which is the proper way, and then we have our regular stream. So I didn't check to see if it got a lot of listens, but man, that was a great chat. I loved having Ted.
Ted was great.
Ted on. Ted's he's a proper chat.
Yep.
I really like. And I try not to do this because here's the thing. What I like about this show is whenever we have anybody on, we try to keep it real, right? Like I don't want to fanboy over people. Right? I honestly really appreciate everybody who comes on the show. They take their time to come on. But really, everybody here, and no matter who it is, whether it's Joe Rogan or Marquez Brownlee or Lou from Later Case or whatever, they're regular human beings. And I think they appreciate the fact that people, and I try to keep it real. Like I just want to have people come on and have a normal chat. But man, it was really cool having Ted on. I do like having people that I'm personally fans of. It helps me. It makes it a better show. I really do like the fact I had Ted on because we've been following Ted for a long, long time, and also, he's just a good chap. So we will hopefully eventually have Steve Litchfield on, who's the other half of that. I was more interested on the fact that Ted's into a lot of other podcasts. I had really
I knew this. I need to check them out though. That's the thing.
Yeah. I actually went in there and I actually subbed to all of them, and I'm going to listen to it. Like I listened to him with his the movie one, the last one. They did a really good job. It's a really well done show, and he does. Gareth and them, they do a really good job. So it's
Tech Addicts as well. I want to listen to that one.
Yeah. So and he did get So I post them at the same time. So I'm not sure like how that works. Because I've never like posted two shows. Like I literally did the show and the edit, which.
He's thinking no, it wasn't live at all, Aditya.
Right.
So
Aditya,
it's only in audio format on your favorite podcatcher.
Right. So that's the reason why. So Ted has limited bandwidth, and also he just isn't a big fan of being on video and streaming. So when we recorded the show with Ted Salmon, it was just recorded and it was just posted. So I apologize. So yeah, you wouldn't have got a notification for that because we didn't even post a Twitter thing about it. I think we did.
No, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So that's why details. So it wasn't streamed. So we apologize for that. That was our bad. So
yeah, our bad. Guess what I'm getting next week?
What's that?
Sony Xperia 1 Mark V.
Oh Jesus! So like, how are you getting that?
On my contract.
Right. So like, how does that work? Can you just? Is it because you work at O2, so you get some? I mean, how does that work? Do they like upgrade or?
No, I sold the Ultra to Dan.
Yeah, Dan. I saw that. So does that clear the contract?
So I'm going to clear that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll go with the Sony instead. I'm looking forward to it, man. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I know we've been paying attention to Dan. If you're not following his Twitter or his YouTube or anything like that, you should. I know he's been diving into the 1 Mark V. You should take it out. He's had some pictures. So yeah, and so that's so right. It's on a podcaster. Yep. Go download it, listen to it. It's a really good chat. It was a really good time. I really had a good time.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Ted is brilliant.
Really good guy. A lot of tech. He's not into sport that much, so we didn't talk that. And
you can tell he's done lots of podcasts. He's very polished, and
he's clearly more polished than these two people you're currently listening to on the stream.
Just a little bit.
Just
anyway.
Yes. So anyway, we had a good time. So I guess my question is, we're kind of in this lull. Pixel Fold's coming out, and I know people have been having issues with
massive delays from some people. Although someone I knew, it was delayed till like end of July, and it slowly crept forward back again. Like, so he might get it next week now.
Yeah,
it's weird, right? I don't know why it's happened or what, but yeah.
Yep, JoJo's in the chat. Hi, JoJo. How are you? And yes, and
Hello.
Also she's another one we need to get on the show because I love me some JoJo. I like watching her on other chats and other streams. She's fantastic. What? I'm not.
Just the way you said it. I love me some JoJo.
Oh, she's fantastic, man.
I know she's going to take it the right way, but
no, I mean she's fantastic. I really, really appreciate when she's on there. She's very, says the right things and kind of, isn't always like talking in the chat, but always just says really precious.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah, she's really good. So
definitely
she does a good job. Jimmy, £2, mate. £2.
Good man.
Is that pounds?
£2.
£2.
Two squid.
$2. Absolutely. But,
Top man, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, and everybody do stay hydrated because it is getting to be here in St. Louis.
Especially at the moment. Yep.
It's like, what, 30 Celsius right now where you at?
Do you know what? When I went to the zoo, I probably should have thought of Jimmy and took that advice.
Right. Especially if you got the little one around. I know she stays hydrated.
Yeah, she was fine. I don't. It's like sun cream, right? She has it on. I didn't, evidently.
Yeah. So it's
I'm
funny
the same
how,
colour as your wallpaper.
Right. And then the funny thing, we call it sunscreen or suntan lotion.
Yeah.
That's what'd you call it?
What did I call it?
I don't know. Sun cream.
Sun cream, yeah.
Yeah, we call it sun. Yeah, well, it's about the same thing.
Same thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. No, man,
Well,
£2.
Lauren had one. She had a spray one.
Or
Pretty
pounds.
cool.
Yeah, it's £2, £2. It's the same thing. Right. I should
Yeah.
say, well, the problem is, and I told you before, and when I was talking to Ted, now that I've done these shows with you, I kind of interject British slang and words into my daily words, and it fucks people up. Like people literally can look at me like, what? Like, it's funny, just every once in a while throwing occasional British slang in there, it kind of messes people up.
English pesos, Jimmy says.
2 English pesos. That's right. That's right.
Oh, it was Adichie who said it.
Yeah, DT said English pesos.
English pesos, I love it.
Yeah, well, Scoop's in a place that it's a lot hotter normally than it is, and so here in St. Louis.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. I don't know what's the temperature. It's 99.
Scoop, you definitely need to keep hydrated then.
Woo.
Ooh.
A little warm.
Yep.
A little warm.
Just a tad.
Yeah. It's a little warm.
Tad warm.
Well, it's the first couple days of summer, so it should be a little warm here in the U.S. So.
Yep. I mean, I'm not complaining. I love the warm weather myself.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
No, not
I
really.
love it. I absolutely love it.
I like it cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
DT, he's naturally protected because he's not exactly a white guy. So cool. It's actually hotter here than it is in Central Florida. Well, that's okay. We get the breeze, so maybe that's.
See, that's what was nice about today. There was a nice breeze.
Yeah, it's been windy here.
But that can be very deceiving when it's beaming down and there's a breeze. It can be very deceiving, can't it? And that's when you burn.
Yeah, 37 is pretty normal for where Scoop lives. He lives in that area, and it's warm where he's at.
It's because Scoop's there. He makes it hot.
He's hot.
Scoop is hot.
Not in a very, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I get it. So, Pixel 8, right, coming out. You know, I guess they are doing an 8 Pro. Seems like that's the thing. I thought there was some rumor there that because of the 7A, they were considering maybe just going with one phone and then the 8A.
No, I think there's always going to have the 2 this time round, weren't they? Or at least to my knowledge. I think the rumor more is that they're not going to have an 8A, are they?
Yeah,
potentially.
I think the A series does pretty well. I would think
that's the thing.
An 8 Pro, like with all the stuffs, right, and then the 8A at the same time. Not wait 6 months, like have the 8A,
yeah,
and then the 8 Pro, and that's what you have. So the 8.
Well, not have an 8.
Replace the 8. Yeah, not having the 8, just 8A as your budget, scaled down, maybe less camera modules or whatever, and then have your 8 Pro, which is your jam.
I'd like. Obviously, they've had the Pixel Fold now. They should do a Pixel Flippy Dippy.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it.
They should, because that is going to appeal to more people.
I would agree. I think they're waiting to see how if other manufacturers, like I said, I think Samsung is going to have. I'm curious to see what they're going to do, but I noticed that like with Moto and now Samsung, I like the Flip. I will tell you though that it's just. You know what's funny is I hate this. I know it's going to sound counterintuitive. It's going to sound stupid. So I preface this next statement by saying that I don't mind using the Fold or the Duo and having to open up every single time. It drives me nuts to keep doing this all the time, and I don't want to keep it like this.
Yeah, but that's why the bigger screen on the outside is
so weird.
That's why you like the Razer, right? Like with the bigger screen on the outside.
And to be fair, I like the Razer for 2 reasons. I like the bigger screen, but also I've always, and I'm not even gonna cap. I've always been a fan of Moto. I love their phones. I just always have. The Pixel Flippy Dippy. That's what they should call it. JoJo, she's got the trademark, so she's already got to beat us to the punch.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what they ought to call it.
I see that. The little trademark on there. Yeah. Love
the
it.
The Pixel Flippy Dippy. I think if they sell that, that'd be great. Yeah, and so we'll see. I like the flip. I do. I will tell you that I get a lot of comments about it when people see it, and I kind of just, I'm doing something like this, and I kind of go, it's kind of cool. I do enjoy using it, but the problem is I don't not enjoy any of the phones. I love using my Pixel. This has been fun for the last.
We enjoy our tech. We enjoy
our tech, and also if you enjoy your tech and you want to keep it safe and you don't want to get it all bust up, what would you do, Joe? How would you handle that situation?
I would skin it. I would skin my shit.
I would skin your shit. Extremeskins.co.uk, sponsor of the channel. You should check them out. They got good stuff. They have skins for the Flippy Dippy. They probably have skins for your phone. You should check them out. It's a lot
or your headphones.
Or your headphones or your consoles. So you should check them out, extremeskins.co.uk. Go ahead and if you go to our buddy, friend of the show, Matt Tyler, there's a code, but I think on Wednesday...
Who's supposed to be joining us today.
He was supposed to be, but he had some technical difficulties, right? So he couldn't join us. But also, if you go on Wednesdays, I think every Wednesday they have a buy one, get one. So check them out, extremeskins.co.uk. Fans of the show, proper chaps, proper mates, proper humans over there. They're awesome. They'll ship it out. Even if you're in the U.S., they'll still ship it out in a nice reinforced cardboard kind of thing so it doesn't bend. And I've got it on my phones. Although I'm not going to skim my shit because this orange is just too pimp. I don't want.
It is nice. You could get one for the camera module though.
I should probably go for the camera module. That's right. So I'll get that. So check them out. And we like. And yeah, let's see. So let's see what the comments were behind.
Flippy Dip Pro.
It does well, but it cheapens the series currently. If anything, Google wants to increase average sale price on. Yeah, I agree, and I understand that. So my question would be, if you were running it, Peter, if you were running this, would you make the Pixel 7a a lot better than it is? Like maybe 120 hertz, add the extra module. Like what would you do to get...
But then it's going to be the Pixel 7 though, right?
Right. So I'm curious, how would you handle that? So I understand that comment, and I agree with this comment. However, if you were in charge of Google and you were coming out with an 8 series, like 8, 8A, 8 Pro, 8 regular, how would you handle that? I'm curious to see how you'd handle that. So, and a Pixel Flip would be sweet.
I think really would.
Like I tell you, I would be more about instead of the Pixel Watch, I'd be more a fan of a Pixel Band.
Yeah, you said before, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit, just more of a fitness tracker, some simple notifications, kind of like what the Mi Band does for like maybe a $150.
Like an old school Fitbit type thing.
Yeah,
like an old school one.
I think I would be more interested in that if Google came out with a Pixel Band. I would definitely be on that.
Yeah.
Proper watch, but
I mean, it's not as if they own Fitbit or anything, is it?
Yeah. Are you guys selling the Razr 40?
We don't have it. No.
So do you have any Motorola's in the store?
We have cheap motos, like the budget end. We had the G22. But other than that, yeah, it's all the more budget end. I'd love us to have more higher end ones, but we don't for some reason.
Vodafone, so competition's got the Ultra.
Yes, I see that. Yeah, it's come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that.
A Flippy Dippy Pro. Huh. Okay.
See,
yeah.
I know. Is he saying that because if Google had it, it would actually have good cameras?
Right.
Whereas all the other Flippy Dippies don't, do they really?
I think he's actually dipping onto. I think he's kind of tapping into a concept of you've got the 8, 8 Pro, and 8A, right? So if you've got foldables, because remember, Duo talked about this. There was a concept phone for the Duo that was a Duo Lite, that was a plastic back, that was more of an affordable Duo. So I'm thinking, you do it with your regular slab device, right? You have an 8 Pro, an 8, and 8A, right? Would you do that with your foldables and flippables, right? Would you have?
Why not? When it comes more mainstream, why not?
But my question is, though, is nobody's done that. Is Google should Google be the first one?
Well, actually, someone has done that. Moto have. They've got the Ultra and they've got the more standard version.
I guess the basic flip.
Yeah.
The basic Razr. So yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how they're going to do that. But yeah, I think that's an interesting concept. And I think that if you're going to do it with slab phones, why wouldn't you do that with regular flippable or foldable devices? If that's a new category, why wouldn't have more of an affordable entry level, stripped down? You know, maybe have the the Moto Pro, right? The Razr. high end one at $999, and what's the other one? It's like $699, $799. I can't remember what the price
Yeah, I
is.
think 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Both good value though. Like, remember the first Razer Flippy that come out? It was well expensive, wasn't it?
Now
Really expensive.
this is an interesting comment. So the Flippy Dippy Pro is for big hands. Can you make a Flippy Dippy Pro same size, which is all the shit? You wouldn't have the same battery, right? Because obviously you have a smaller form factor, but you'd have Flippy Dippy Pro and Flippy Dippy Basic, but the size doesn't change. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. Screen tech, but the problem is battery would be impacted, right? If you had 120 hertz on a smaller battery, you're gonna.
Why couldn't you do it bigger if it's a Pro though?
Well, because people like JoJo, because she makes the comment, it's for big hands, right? And remember, flippables, right? You want to make sure that not only men and women can access it. So I don't think the Pro necessarily and the regular phones like 8A, I don't think it necessarily has to be a size difference. I think you can have a Pro model and a basic model and keep the size the same, but kind of have more of the same features.
I think you can't keep the size the same. You might have to have it thicker. If you're keeping the size in terms of screen the same, it has to be thicker.
Yeah. Thicker is fine. I'm talking about physically larger.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, if you're
same
keeping the
size, but maybe
aspect ratio of the screen the same, then yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. A Flippy Dippy A. Yeah, that would be a Google Flip A. Seriously.
Flippy Dippy A, yeah. I like the way that sounds.
I do too. Yeah, like I said, and see, I'm not the only person.
You know the advert. You know what the advert's going to be.
Oi, Pixel Flippy A. Yeah.
No. I was thinking of Yippee Ki
Oh God.
Flippy Dippy A.
Yeah.
You'd have to get him. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And see, it's not just me. Jimmy is on board. He understands what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, you love your Mi Band, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I would totally get on that. And they're promoting the new.
Do you know what's funny you say that though? Because the way I use my Pixel watch and the Galaxy 3 watch I had is like a band. I literally just check notifications quickly, which you can do on a band.
I still have the my Galaxy Watch, the Galaxy Watch. I think it's the 3. Yeah,
it's got. Isn't it better since you first had it? Have you used it? It's better now than what it was.
I used it. I actually, what happens is I actually have it paired to my Duo because it does no NFC or mobile. The only reason why I use it with my Duo is because of the NFC and the payments and stuff like that. It's
See, my SIM's never gone into my Duo. I use it as a companion device, like I'm using it now.
And you don't have to. I mean,
it's perfect for that though. And do you know what? I love looking at my photos on it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And
the screens are beautiful.
Remember when the only extra proof of Microsoft needed was the movie? Yeah. It's a thing. I guarantee you somebody's got one. I don't get. They made prototypes of that device, and somebody's got it, and not just like as a movie prop. But here's the thing about movies: how many times did you watch? I know for a fact I used to watch House of Cards, and they used Windows phones all the time in that show. And I could tell by the dialer because they swiped up the same dialer. So yeah, it's funny how that Windows phones and Flippy Dippy Ki. Yes.
Flippy Dippy Ki.
Yep, that would be good.
I guess.
Let's see what Peter says. Series 8 needs to be fully fledged device with Tensor 3, 8 Pro camera plus, 8A would be 7 internals. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. And I'm okay with that. Actually, I like the fact that the 7A and the A series has more of a plastic. I would love to see. I really wish a company would come out with a Nokia Lumia polycarbonate style device.
How about that OnePlus foldable?
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get. There's gonna be. Here's the thing. At least with the Pixel Fold, you will have some carrier option in the U.S.
Yeah.
With a Pixel, with an OnePlus foldable, you will not.
OnePlus are very much in the US, though, aren't they?
Not really. Not AT&T. Absolutely not.
No?
Verizon, I don't think so. And I think T-Mobile, they had some T-Mobile variants, but I don't think you can get any OnePlus device on.
Oh, I thought you could. I thought you could get the 11.
You could. Really? I don't know. Maybe somebody who's got T-Mobile
maybe I'm wrong.
in the chat. Maybe they can tell me. I don't
I
know.
thought
I can tell you an AT&T OnePlus has never been a thing.
Because they've got the Nords out in America, haven't they?
The new N30's out, although I've heard some mixed reviews on it. I heard that it's not as good as the N20. Like some people say I would get the N20.
Really?
Yeah.
So the Nord range is quite good.
I agree, but
value for money, sort of.
But I was going to say, honestly, if I love OnePlus, but if I'm in that market and I'm in that, I would really get a Moto, like a Pixel, like a stylus, a Moto G stylus, then I would a Pixel.
Yeah, that looks interesting. Yeah, Moto G stylus. That's got good battery life, isn't it?
Oh
Or
yeah,
meant to.
and the
Yeah.
stylus, and actually, the Moto's rocking these 144, 160 hertz refresh rates. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And large storage, 512 is the base
Well,
storage.
you can tell they're from like owned by Lenovo, can't you? With their screen.
Right. Yep.
What's Katy Perry got into the conversation?
Yeah. And yeah, because she has
Oh,
a Lumia
Lumia.
1020.
Okay.
And I think it's out there somewhere. They had Jimmy Kimmel had those like tweets, mean tweets or whatever. And there's an NBA version, and one of the players has a Lumia 1020 and he's reading the tweet off of a Lumia 1020. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into it. Oh, makes me hurt. Yeah, OnePlus Foldable. I'm curious where that price is going to come in, but I'm thinking $1,400 at least.
It's going to undercut. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I'd like to see. I honestly think in the foldable space, I think really right now, I think somebody made the comment, and I didn't think about it this way, and I think that the Flip is more of an appropriate phone.
I think it's going to be more, yeah.
I think that's the one that's accessible to more public people than the foldable would be. Yeah.
Do you know what? I've had a Flip lady with a Flip 3, right? She's had 4. They've all had different errors and issues. But she loves it. So I've got her a replacement recently.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, look, do you want me to try and get you in like a normal slab phone? She goes, I know you're going to go mad with me. You're going to think I'm mental. She goes, but I just love the form factor. This weren't her words, but this is what she meant. I love the flippy dippy.
Right.
She goes, so I got her a Flip 4 instead of a Flip 3 in the hope that she doesn't have any issues with it.
Well, I would say I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the Flip 5, especially because, I have to
It's got a bigger screen, isn't it?
that
On the outside.
I would have to think that Samsung would have been aware of the Moto and the Razr. I would think they'd have to be aware of that. And I don't think they're going to come to market with this kind of a front screen. I literally don't think.
No, they can't. Because we've also got
they'll get creamed.
The N2 Flip as well. Like, yeah.
And
that's pretty nice, the M2 Flip, by the way.
Jimmy's saying, so I'm assuming he's talking about the OnePlus. We're talking $15.99, $17. Man, I'm telling you, if OnePlus comes out with a foldable at $17.99, it's not going to sell.
It's got to be nearer that 15.
It's not going to sell. It's going to be at the $15.99 and some little bit of marketing and word of mouth. You might get some units to move, but at $17.99, there's no way.
You know who will probably have it. Who's Mrs. Foldable? Who do we go to?
Oh, Gigi's going to have it for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. She'll even get the Chinese. She'll get the Chinese variant too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and with the Oppo and parts, yeah, OnePlus could undercut. Yeah. God, I know they're gonna do it, but I just hope it's just not a rebranded Oppo Find N, which wouldn't be a bad device. But I wish there'd be a little bit of difference, but it's probably not gonna be.
No, they're pretty much the same devices half the time.
My man Johan's in the chat. Oh right, he's a fold kind of guy. I get it. Yeah, again, for productivity, obviously the Flip is not going to get it. If you're looking for foldable, right? Productivity, clearly a foldable is going to be more your speed. I think that would be a good companion device, right? Have a foldable and a flipping phone, personally. I'm just curious to see. I really
Mr. Mobile says, like his weekend phone is his flippy dippy,
right?
And his fold is like during the week when he's working.
Right, exactly. I mean, I think
makes sense.
Nice. The only thing, the two improvements I would like on the Flip 5 would be obviously a better screen, something more akin to the Razr, and better cameras. I think if they better sensors, I think they'd be all right. And
it's a durability thing, man. Seriously, like the screens on them.
Yeah. Also, Samsung, can we please, if you're going to have DeX, explain to me why you can't put it on a Flip?
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than you just don't want to offer it to the Flip, so that way Flip users can't use DeX. But come on.
I think it's the battery. Can't take it.
Maybe. It definitely can't be.
Like heat up.
Well, they can't argue chipset because it's the same chipset, right? So they can't argue that.
It could be like heat management and battery life, like both of them things. But still, I'm very much with your argument. Like, give people DeX. Come on, man.
especially, and here's the thing: you can tell them that, hey, we will have decks available on the flip. However, because of the smaller battery and because of the you know what I mean, be aware that you may see a degraded experience, or the battery life will be impacted more than a fold would be, or a standard S23. If you tell consumers what the realistic expectation is and give them the option, hey, you can use decks on a flip. However, it's not going to be the same performance, or the
Because the
battery
Razer
life
has the Razer has Ready
ready
4,
for.
but it's only wireless.
Right, which is fine because
Yeah,
I think it's
like if you said, okay, we're not going to put that USB on there, but you can do Dex wireless. Give them Dex in some format. Like, come on, it would be good.
yeah, have decks available even if it's not wired, and also give a caveat that, hey, this is a smaller battery, this phone may not perform as well battery wise, so just you can use decks on a flip. However, don't expect the same level of battery longevity that you would on an S23 Ultra or a foldable.
Sam, have you seen much of the reactions to the early impressions of the Pixel tablet?
Yeah.
It's been interesting. See, I've seen a lot of people saying that it's not that smooth, but
yeah, I've seen
Lenny's saying it's very smooth.
Well, and you know how that goes, right? So it's you know, everybody's experience varies, and also
It varies, yeah.
Since we mentioned Lenny, you realize that we also should talk about, we got Pixel stuff's coming up, right? We've got the new 8 series.
Yep.
Lots of rumors. You know, the leaks are going to come because it is Google, so get ready for that. And if you're interested in those kinds of leaks, you should check out the Purposely Pixel YouTube channel. That's where our buddy Lenny.
Joe, it's going to be very interesting because Lenny is not a tablet guy.
So he might be a tablet guy. He's a tablet guy now.
It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on with that.
Yep. Absolutely.
He described it as it's just a big phone.
Right. And Johan makes a good point. So, like, you know, it's funny is, so people, that may be the thing that's interesting because it does have desktop mode. But again, this is where I would argue, I don't think a lot of people are using Ready for, because unless you're a tech person and you kind of pay attention, you're not going to know that's a thing. Like,
yeah, but give people it still.
Right. Oh, I agree. But I don't think people know about it. I just don't.
No.
I think people, you know, they don't understand that if you have the Moto G stylus, or you have the new Moto, you know.
Yeah, but Sam, if we like, there's things that people don't know about, like people don't always know that you can pay with your phone with NFC, and that sounds stupid. People don't know that. And so when it comes to Dex, it's like, oh, you can do that.
Right. And also realize too that, and then that's the thing too, you know, and Juan makes this good point in his chats all the time too about the fact that, you know, people don't really know their devices. They don't
no, like Bixby Routines is actually really, really good. Yeah. But who actually uses it? Unless you're into tech and actually fiddling with your phone.
I've tried to set up some of the routines. I didn't get very far with it. So.
To be fair, some of it's baked into devices now anyway. Right. Like some of the stuff routines could do, it's just baked in now with optimization and stuff like that.
Yep. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I mean, I think again we're kind of in this little lull period right now, but I think in the next couple of months we're going to be, you know, I'd like to see, I want to get a Pixel Fold. However, the only way I would get one is by actually having, you know, going to AT&T and they have a good deal. I think they had 36 months, right, where they only offer, like, it's very little. It's like $20 a month or something.
Really?
Yeah, but I just don't want to get into another 36 months.
That's a very good price.
Again, yeah, especially considering the fact that I think if you figure that out, what's the math on that? So if like it's 25, even if it's $25, right?
On a 36 month.
Right, that's only $900.
That's very good.
That's very good.
That's your airtime and the device.
Right. Yeah. However,
that's really good.
That's 3 years on a phone that may not survive 3 years as far as durability.
Yeah, man, this doesn't matter.
Oh, again, if you're a person if you have AT&T and you're looking to get into this foldable, and this is the one you want to jump onto, because again, if it's $25 a month for 36 months, that's only $900. It's only $900.
And do you guys get the Pixel Watch there as well?
Yeah, you can buy the. I don't know if you can get through a carrier. You might be able
No,
to.
because when you pre-order the Pixel Fold here,
Yeah, but
you
on
get the
carriers,
Pixel Watch.
I don't know. I didn't look at the deal that closely. I know somebody posted about it because they were like, that was something they were like seriously considering because at at $17.99 we're talking about $54 a month, 56.
That's what I'm saying. If you're adding then the free Pixel Watch on top of that, that's an amazing deal. You sell that bad boy Pixel Watch, pay off some of your device with that. Is that a thing? Can you do that?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know because if it's on a carrier brand, because you have to pay the device off. So I don't. Again, this is why with carrier deals, I saw the Pixel Watch the other day. I have a $100 gift card because when I bought the Pixel 7 and I had to return it because I didn't get an engine for my daughter's car, so that was bye Pixel 7, right? I got a $100 gift card and the Pixel Watch at Best Buy just straight up was $199. So I almost considered getting it, but
that's a good price.
It's not a bad price. I just don't use the watch that much.
Yeah.
And I heard also the battery life is not great, and that's the sucky part. If I use it throughout the day, I gotta charge it. Does it charge pretty quickly, or what's the charge rate on that?
It's slow, man. It is slow. I got to say, it charges slow. The battery life isn't amazing, but I kind of like the Pixel Watch.
I love it
on my wrist still.
I think it's sharp looking, but
yeah, I do like it. But like I say, I use it a bit like a Mi Band, so.
Right. And that's how I would use it. Really, for notifications, I really wouldn't. I definitely don't use a lot of apps with it. I use mobile payments, notifications.
Got a picture of my wife and daughter on it as well, which is kind of cute.
Nice family. I don't know what I got. I have my. Let me look for it. Here it is, right here. Oh. What's in my drawer?
What's in your drawer? This segment hasn't been on for a while. What is in your drawer, Sam?
Galaxy Watch 3. That's what I got.
What strap you got on it?
I bought this. It's like a mesh.
Milanese.
Sure.
Is it Milanese?
Well, it's just a mesh strap, and it's got just a magnet.
He's got a vest like that as well that he wears with it.
Yeah. So you just basically
a mesh vest.
You just loop it in, right, and it's just like wham, and it's just basically like a little metal. Yeah. It's great. Oh, this is
nice. I like that.
1 second.
I can't see. Oh, nice. Yeah.
I don't have my family. I've got my dogs.
You got your babies.
I got my babies. My moots. Anyway, oh, of course. LaShawn, you're late, man, but always great. LaShawn's in the chat. Holla at your boy. He sold his Pixel Watch. Well, again, I think I could probably get a pretty good deal. I'm waiting to see if they come out with a new one, or I'm hoping, which it probably never happened. I'm hoping for a Pixel Band, but maybe they won't.
They need to come out with a new one, because as much as I like this, it could be a lot better.
Aditya sold his soul, of course. And you also sold your body, probably, Aditya, because I know medical school's not cheap.
But you got some good money, so it was worth it.
That's what I'm saying, OnlyFans, Or just odd, maybe walk around in country, in Czech Republic, maybe.
Only Sam's.
Deliver some, quality time. They have people who do cuddles, right? There's those people. You don't. It's not a sex thing. They just come there. You just give you a hug and cuddle with you.
Oh, do you know what? I heard a weird thing on the podcast. Thing,
apparently.
I heard a weird thing today on the podcast. Right, it's on Arse blog, and they had chef's reactions on there.
Okay.
And he goes, look, apparently it's a thing like people doing things with their hands, like different things with their hands, and people like that.
Okay. Yes, and Johan, pause. Is that where we're at? Pause. Yes, sir. I get it. Cuddles are in Japan. Well, maybe you need to go to Japan for medical school. I know there's a language barrier, but yeah, I'm just saying. I just thought it was kind of interesting because apparently that's a thing. You knew. And what else we got here? Google is not a fan of fast charging. I don't know what the deal is. Like,
no.
It's like, let's find the slowest possible charging and let's totally do all that forever. And we're never going to do any kind of like 30 watt or 40 watt.
To be honest, Google don't like a lot of things fast. Like their updates could be the smallest update. It takes all night.
I was like, yeah, we'll come back in a week. Yeah, it's just like, it's the weirdest thing. Yeah, I don't understand that. Yeah, I understand why they do it, but it's, their charging situation, maybe with the an 8 Pro maybe will get 35 or 40-watt fast charging.
And sure, it's even funnier, Sam. You know, you like the Pixel updates. It has to have a certain amount of charge. So I'm there putting it on charge. That's charging slowly. The update's going slowly. It's just like, for God's sake.
Well, you know what's funny, and this has always been a thing for me, and maybe this is why not only battery capacity and charging speed isn't so much a big deal for me. I'm always near a charger. Like, my phones are never lower than 40%. They just never are.
Just quickly on charge, right?
This is already charged. I plugged it in. It was at 92, right? So that was at 92. My Pixel is at... Oh, God darn it. I'm sorry. I know it's bright. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Still can't see it.
88, right?
88.
So 88%, right? And my Duo was charging, right? And so that was like, I think it might have been like 60-ish, 55-ish. And then, of course, I've still got my Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And I don't even know what the hell this thing's still at. I mean, it's whatever. So I'm always charging phones. I have wireless or at my desk or in my
What I was going to say, has you ever used reverse wireless charging?
I have. So not often, but every once in a while, my wife and I have been out, and she has an iPhone, and I've charged hers real quick because she has a tendency to run it really low. Like this morning,
Sure. Really?
this afternoon, I got a notification because we have this. And I'm not plugging apps, and I'm not sponsored by this, just so we're clear. But there's an app we use in our family called Life 360, and it gives location information.
Oh yeah, I had a customer that uses this. Yeah.
Dude, it's so good, and it also tells you when people show up. So like if it's nice because when I get to work, I used to always text my wife, "Hey, I'm at work. Just want to let you know I'm okay," because I have a long drive. I have like 45, 50 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice because I don't have to do that anymore. As soon as I arrive at work, it just says, "Hey, Sam's arrived at the bank," right? It just tells her. Or the other feature it has, which I don't pay for the Pro. This is all like part of the basic model. It tells me when her phone's like 10%. So today I got a notification it was at 10%. So I found her phone. I put it on a charger while she was taking a nap, and I plugged it in for her.
That's nice, man.
Because I'm a good husband.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
So it's nice. It kind of told me when her battery's low. So it gives you a little notification. Hey, battery and her back. So if you have family and you want to kind of just, it's nice because my daughters, if they ever get stranded or their car breaks down or whatever, it's nice because I know where they are. I don't track them because I'm not that kind of dad. It's just nice knowing that in case of emergency, I could get to them and they didn't have to worry about where they are. So and they're over 21, so I know well, my one daughter Anna, who was on the show just recently, she lives on her own and she goes over to friends' houses and she's out late and doing what normal 21-year-olds do. It's just nice to know that in case she's in a situation where she maybe can't tell me where she's at because it's like a party or whatever, I can get to her. I can just drive right to her location and I don't have to ask her, right? So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
Going back to reverse charging, right?
Yeah.
So I've never really cared for it. Until
it's slow, but it's effective. Yeah.
I was on the bus the other day and I wanted to listen to a podcast and my buds had died. I gave them like 2-3 minutes and it gave me enough charge to listen to a podcast on the way to work.
You have the Buds Pro, right?
No, I've only got Liberty 3, or was it Liberty 2 Pros? They're from Soundcore.
Soundcore? Yeah. I've got the A series, so there's no charging on them. But yeah, it's nice to be able just to put your buds right on top of that.
That's
even if you can get like 20 minutes of juice. Just my wife had it one time when we were at a thing where she needed to respond to it, and we were at dinner, so I just said, "Hey, set your phone here," and I think it gave her 8%, 6 or 7% or whatever, but just enough. And also, people don't realize that they can actually go to their low power mode and still get their phone calls and text messages. I really wish people would do that. And yeah, holler. I just want to let people know I switched my device. So this again, I have this Focusrite, and it's not the Solo, LaShawn. I think it's the Duo. It's got 2 ports, 2 XLR mic ports. I don't know how to use the goddamn thing, and I probably should. I don't know, as a professional podcaster or even an amateur one, I probably should learn how to use the goddamn crap I bought. But it's nice. I'm trying it for the show, so hopefully it sounds better, and hopefully, honestly, I'm not a big fan of this Blue Yeti or this Blue mic. It's okay. I had real problems with it, so I'm trying this XLR mic, which again, if he's listening, which I don't know if he is, but Clifton Thomas from the Benefit of the Doubt, him and Adam gave me this mic flat out. He just said, "Hey, here's an XLR mic. It's a used one. Just take care of it." Yeah, it's a Scarlett. Yep. Hold on a second. I will show you. So it looks like this.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's good looking.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got two. I don't know how to do all these other buttons, so I probably should look it up and figure out how to do.
You do like a good knob, don't you?
I do like a good knob. I turn the knobs. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's nice, man. I really like it. I spent a bunch of money on it, and I got a really nice. Like, look at this, man. I got all this stuffs.
Sam is a pro.
I had this on the old one, and I don't know. I got around it. Oh, he's got that one too. See, look at it. We're BFFs forever. Me and LaShawn. That's what we are.
See, I've got a basic Firefine. Is it Firefine? That's what it's called, I think.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. It sounds great. Every time I listen to the audio and when I do the editing for the show, it sounds great, mate. It's really good. It's a good mic. I've been impressed by it. Yep. Yeah, it's a nice piece. I went crazy. I bought a mic stand, and I got a pop filter. I spent I went to an actual there was a place in St. Louis like Audio Express. They have audio. It's kind of like stereo stuff and audio stuff and podcasting stuff. They had a lot of. I mean, they had some stuff in there was super. I mean, it was $1,000 kind of shit. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very. Yeah, it is. Now the funny thing is I had a Blue Yeti before, and that was the one that the USB-C or the USB Type A broke on it. And that one worked great. And I bought this one. I've not been a fan of it. I don't like it. So I'm trying this with the Focusrite. Hopefully it sounds okay.
Yeah, you invested in it. Let's use it. Come on, man.
Well, yeah, I thought about it this morning. I was sitting there going, I listened to our show with Ted Salmon. It's real echoey, and I just don't like the audio quality, but I don't know how to use this thing. Now, to be fair, though, this is the first time I used it with this desktop, like my Legion. So
yeah.
I think it was some part of the laptop I was using. So, yeah.
Couldn't power it.
I think so. I think this has got a little bit more oomph to it, so we'll see. And hopefully it's better quality for folks, because I want to try to make this sound pretty good, because you always sound really good on the streams and our guests do, but I always sounded echoey and kind of quiet, and I didn't really like it. Yes, I am taking it seriously. Yeah, man. I love Aditya, because God love him. He has a lot more confidence in my ability than I think I have. But
we all do, Sam. Like I said to you, the only reason I'm doing this from the off was because I wanted to get you back on the air.
Yeah, and
not because I had a burning desire to be a podcaster. That's certainly not the truth.
Well, I tell you,
because I wanted to get you back.
Here's the thing: you always dress nicer than I do. You always have a nice shirt on. I always look like some bum. This actually is my buddy's barbecue shop. He's a guy I went to high school with. He's in Denver. If you're in the Denver area,
pretty cool.
Oh, dude. He is a champion barbecue guy. He opens stores. He's fantastic. He's in Denver, so he's got at the American Football Stadium and everything else. He's great. The food's great. His name is
let's get him on as a guest.
Oh, Jason won't do this. He don't care about
that
stuff. No, it's not his thing. Jason's a good dude. But anyway, so yeah.
Sounds like an interesting guy, though.
Oh, he's intelligent. He's fun to hang around with. And so anyways, I've worked some of his booths, so he gave me some swag, because he came to St. Louis for a barbecue festival. He didn't have any of his pit masters, so I jumped in and helped him out for a whole weekend. It was kind of fun.
Oh, nice, man.
I really had a good time. Yeah, and the Rodecaster, I think I need to actually look into it, Sean, and make sure that I don't think I'm using it properly, or I don't have the settings correct. So I really need to kind of do a deep dive and try to figure out how to use this properly. I think I'm using it okay, but I'm sure I'm probably not taking advantage of its full capability. But it was nice. It was only I think I spent $150 for it, or $200. What cost most money, honestly, was this weighted mic stand, and dude, it weighs a ton. I mean, it's 30 pounds. I mean, it's pretty nice, and a pop filter. So hopefully, we'll do. El Jefe, we need to get El Jefe back on. We had him on before. Travis MCP. I don't think
I would like him.
I would like to reach out to Travis.
I like
he's
Travis.
Super busy though. I did reach out. I also reached out to, so everybody here in the chat's clear, I did reach out to I'm sorry, Jason Lewis.
Okay, yeah.
Never responded. He's busy. Also, he's been struggling with his channel, and he's got other stuff going on. I know he's a musician, apparently a pretty talented one, from what I understand. I also reached out to Technically T. Busy, never responded. So
That's
I
fine.
reached out to a couple
That's fine.
people, and they're busy. These folks, again, we're a low. We're not a big, huge show, right? We're not really noticed. We're not
What
really
do you mean?
big.
We're massive.
No, we're not
We've
at
got
all.
2 seasons. We're massive.
We'll almost have 3 seasons, and Travis is a great
Almost.
dude. But everybody's busy, man. And then Sunday also too is if most of these people, if they still work a job, this is their day off, and this is right in the middle of the afternoon. So people with family, they're with
Yeah.
friends, they're with their own families, or they're visiting. It's whatever, man. And like I said, we're willing to have anybody on anytime they want to come on, any day of the week they want to come on. So, yeah, Travis is a good dude.
Yep.
Although, although it's funny is it's interesting. Aditya says the channel's kind of whack. I like it, but yeah, El Jefe is always a great.
I haven't watched him more recently. I used to like his stuff.
Right.
I haven't watched him more recently.
Yeah, and like I said, these people are busy, and we reach out to them. So I mean, I get. It's whatever. Like I said, I just enjoy doing the show with Joe. I think we do an okay job. I really appreciate doing this, and also, I'm, I want to do a good job. I want to, I just like doing it. Right? I don't care about monetizing it. I don't really care about anything else. I just want to make sure we have good quality content, lots of guests, and we have a good time. And that's
I want it to be
on
the
Sunday.
best we can do.
And also, I want to have something for folks to come on Sunday and kind of listen to and kind of put in their ear holes and really kind of do pretty well. Also, we want to get ahead of El Jefe's show because I know he does a stream on Sundays as well. So
Yes, he does. Very good one.
Right? We got LaShawn's got his stream on Friday nights, which is always a lot of fun. And then Gigi does her stuff on Tuesday nights. And so a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff. Juan's doing it. Also, we realized that our first episode of every season has to be Juan Carlos Bagnell because he's our first. He's episode number one.
Number
of
one
season, of any season. So that's how it goes. So
has to be.
So I guess we're at an hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's gone quick. Too quick.
Always does. And so, man, I love seeing Johan and Aditya and LaShawn, and I saw Gigi in there earlier. Oh, not Gigi, I'm sorry, JoJo and everybody else. So I thank you guys for coming in. I realize that everybody pops in and out kind of thing, and I really appreciate Gigi's community with LaShawn and Sean and all those folks and Barry. I really enjoy having those conversations with them and being on their streams every once in a while. It's always a lot of fun.
Do you know what? One day I'll come on.
Absolutely, man. You should totally do it. And we'll really appreciate them stopping by and listening to the show and downloading it and just being part of the community. I mean, honestly, it means the world to Joe and I. We talk about it all the time.
Big time, yeah.
Throughout the week, we talk about stuff and guests and stuff. And we really appreciate you guys being supportive and really enjoying this. I realize that you may not listen to all of it, maybe just some of it, and just download and tell your friends. And again, we love you guys, and we really appreciate you guys taking the time to spend on a Sunday with us when you're listening or at the pool. And also the summertime, so you're at the pool, at the beach, enjoying it, having a cocktail or 4 or 6, or maybe just Jamba Juice. You don't have to drink.
Or a mocktail, yeah.
Or a mocktail, right? Or a mocktail. Does Lauren drink a little bit? Is she a wine person? I'm curious. I never really talked much about your night.
Yeah, she likes prosecco. She likes dark rum as well. We both like dark rum.
Oh,
yeah.
I already like her, but I like her more now. Does she?
Yeah, she has good taste.
Sweet wines or anything like that, or anything?
No, she normally has a white. She has Pinot. She likes Pinot Grigio.
Okay, Pinots. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Well, good deal. So anyway,
yeah, I like red, but let's not get into that.
I like all of it, so it's all good. So again,
I like all of it.
I'm when it comes to a little alcohol, I'm pretty much a fan. Although I'm not a gin person. It's
yeah,
okay.
Gin's okay, but it's not my go-to. That's for sure.
Right. So we appreciate again, and yes, Aditya, always a great time. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's really early or late, depending on how you do it there in your side of the world. So for everybody, again, me and Joe really appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to the show. Stream it. Being the stream is great, but also listen to the podcast. Tell your friends about it. Download it, and maybe tell your friends about it. It's a lot of fun. And if you happen to have somebody who wants to come on the show, or if you guys like to come on the show, I know I saw Easy earlier and JoJo. We'd love to reach out to you guys and see if we can get you on.
You may lose them as a friend, but tell your friends anyway.
Right. They may not like you anymore if you suggest this complete awfulness to them. They'd be like, what
was that shit you made me listen to?
I mean, that's like an hour of my life I'm never getting back. So why would you suggest that terribleness, right? So you may lose a friend, but we'll get a listen. So that's worth it. Not really. Not exactly. I'm just kidding. So, anyways, that is the Nomad Tech Project again for June 25th. This is our first episode of the summer. So, thank you all for stopping by, checking us out, sharing, contributing in the chat. We really appreciate you guys. Again, you got LaShawn's stream coming up. You got Gigi's on Tuesday. You got El Jefe, Juan's on Monday. Lots of tech creators, lots of stuff to listen to and chew on. Although Wednesday seems to be a little light. I don't know about people do stuff on Wednesdays. Hump day,
Hump day, yeah.
not really a great day, especially during the work week. But anyway, so that is our show for today. Again, thanks for checking out extremeskins.co.uk. That's our sponsor. Go check them out. Pick up a skin your shit. Hashtag skin your shit. Also, remember, this is also posted on the Purposely Pixeled YouTube channel. Make sure you check that out. And also, we have a show, and we're going to get this over to Juan today, so that way he can stop fucking with us, because he was really giving a shit on Monday, and I really don't want to hear him bitch and moan. Because I'm not married to the guy, and I love him, but we need to get...
Well, never bitches and moans.
Oh, he was giving a shit. He was like, I really wish they would get the spot over to us. You would think that they want to push their channel, Sam and Joe. You know, so... yeah, he was giving us the business.
You know what? I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but I know exactly how it went down.
And then when I was in the stream, he was giving it to me. The first 10 minutes, he was properly fucking with me, so I really appreciate it. And it's fair, because we should have got to him months ago, so we will have it over there today, and hopefully you should check his stream out. It's on Mondays. I think it's 11. It comes on, I think it's 9 a.m. Pacific, I think, because it comes on around 11 on my time, so I think it's 9 a.m. Pacific, I believe, is the SGGQA. Check it out. We'll have our spot on there.
I think it's around 5 o'clock UK time.
If you're in the UK, it's about 5 p.m. So anyways, but check it out. And again, as Jimmy says, stay hydrated. Enjoy your tech. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe here to talk about. We'll continue to talk about those things and have some great guests on. But again, get ready, because we're getting close to Techtober. It's coming up pretty soon. It's already almost July. So again, enjoy your tech. Spend some time with your family. Have a good work week. If you're working, if you're on vacation, even better. Enjoy that work and enjoy your vacation time. Jimmy says 5 p.m. GMT. There you go.
That's why I always bloody miss it. It's annoying because I'm at work.
Right, exactly. So check out his channel. We'll get this over there. And so everybody, we appreciate you coming by. Thanks a lot for being part of our community, being part of the stream, and contributing.
We love you guys.
We love you guys. I really do. Honestly, we really care about you guys. And again, be excellent to each other. Enjoy your tech. We'll catch you next Sunday on the Nomad Tech Project with Sam and Joe. Love you guys. Have a good week. Stay safe. Love you guys. Take care. Catch you.
Bye-bye.
Catch you next week.